Hi, and welcome to Online Trigonometry. This video will walk you through the important things in the classroom and help you get started. First, this is the homepage you should see when you log into our Moodle classroom. This is the Welcome to Trigonometry tab. You have professor information here, which has some information about me. It's got some pictures, so I'd encourage you to look through that so you can get to know me a little bit better. It also has Remind instructions. Remind is a free service that we will be using. It allows me to text you and it allows you to text back, but we don't actually have numbers or anything like that. So I can also send out general announcements to the entire class this way. This will be required this semester. It is an assignment. So to join, you will want to send a text message to the number 81010 and it should say @MVNU online. I may not use this a whole lot, but it's going to be a good way to get a hold of you if I need to, or you can get a hold of me quickly if you need to as well. So go ahead and do that. Other things are ALEKS instructions. ALEKS is what we will be using for the majority of our work this semester. So these instructions tell you where to go, how to sign up, and give you some important information that you need. You'll need our course code. You will have a 2-week temporary access, so this code will get you 2 weeks of access. By the end of that time, though, you do need to have your code purchased, or there's nothing that I can do to help you. I don't have the power to extend it. That's all I get is the 2-week code that they give me. So just make sure that you get your ALEKS code purchased before then. If you are a CCP student, which I believe all of you are, you should have it purchased for you, so just check with your school about getting that from them. We've got a checklist. This is going to be just like pre-calculus if you took pre-calculus with me in the fall. So our checklist has everything you need to do every week. Trigonometry is a little bit different. So we have 2 pies. So you're going to complete a prerequisites pie, which is going to have some of the stuff from pre-calculus, and then you're going to complete a trigonometry pie. Don't worry about it. This will walk you through all of it. And we're also going to do a little bit of video discussion boards. So if you see that anywhere, week 2, for example, we'll have a Flipgrid discussion board. We're not going to worry about that this week. You've got enough things to do this week. You need to sign up for ALEKS, do your initial assessment, sign up for Remind. There's a scavenger hunt quiz in Moodle that will just kind of go through the policies and important things about the class. You can use your syllabus, you can use your checklist, you can retake it as many times as you need to until you get 100%. It's really just to make sure we're all on the same page and know what's going on this semester. And then you just need to spend 2 hours active in ALEKS. Active means you're actively working on topics, not just logged in. There is a difference, and it does show up differently for me. And then you need to have at least 20 total topics in your prerequisite pie. That might not make sense until you get in there, but when you get in there, you'll take an initial assessment. It's not really a test. It doesn't count against your grades or anything. It's just to see what things you already know. Hopefully you already know a lot of them, but if not, you'll get to walk through whichever ones you don't know. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. But so this is our checklist. Please print this out or at least have it saved and refer to it weekly. We will go through that every week. That's your assignments for the week. And then our syllabus is not super exciting, but I'll take a look at it with you here just so you can see what it is. It's got my information. Our ALEKS 360 access is required. That's our only text. We've got some course objectives and things. If you have accommodations, you need to contact our office and get those set up for you through our accommodations office. They'll send me a letter telling me what things you get. I don't know how much of that is actually going to apply since there are not time limits on these tests in ALEKS, but just in case, go ahead and get that in if you need to. Attendance policy, the revised attendance policy is really more for the in-seat classes, but just know to be present for the week, you have to complete your work online. If you don't complete any work for a week, you're going to be marked absent. It's pretty simple. You're either present or absent. You're responsible to review the material in ALEKS and submit your work on time. If for some reason you can't do anything for an entire week, like you're in the hospital or something serious like that, contact me as soon as possible and we can get that figured out. All of your tests, you have midterms and finals in ALEKS, have to be completed on time. Got our Title IX, Title 6, 7, all those policies. Basically, we try to be a welcoming and non-discriminatory place. We want you to enjoy, and I know you're not on campus, but we still want you to enjoy a good experience here. So you should not feel any discrimination or any type of harassment. If you do feel like you're experiencing any of that, please let us know as soon as possible, and this website is where you can go to do that. Course policies, take your tests on time. We're going to use Respondus Lockdown Browser and Monitor to take your tests. If you've done pre-calculus with us before, you probably did that last semester. So you must have a computer that allows you to do that. Oh, this is not correct. You guys don't, that does not apply to you. Sorry about that. I just noticed that for the first time. You won't have any worksheets in Moodle or any WebAssign. The rest of it's correct, so I'll save that and re-upload it. Here's how your grade's broken down. The prerequisite topics amount to a total of 15% of the grade, and then you'll see the trig topics. That's a lot more. That adds up to 70% of the grade. Time goals, meaning that you're supposed to spend a certain number of hours each week in ALEKS, that's 10% of your grade. And then the assignments outside of ALEKS, so like signing up for Remind, doing your Flipgrid discussions, that's another 5%. And lastly, the grading scale. Whew, I know that's not super exciting. You can review that on your own and let me know if you have any questions about it. I have a Zoom link here in case you want to meet with me. I don't just sit there waiting for somebody to log in, so text me or email me to set up an appointment and I'd be happy to work with you. And lastly, our announcements are over here. The announcements that are posted here will automatically get sent to your MBNU email, but it is important that you, or if you need to refer back to them, that's where they are. So we've got our scavenger hunt quiz. That's one of the first things you're going to need to do this week. That, again, just goes through all the course policies. Flipgrid, we're not going to use it right away, but when we do, you can go there. Next week, you'll have a discussion board to do, so next week you can go there and see about that. And then one last thing I wanted to highlight for you is these topic help videos. So these are topics students have asked me for help for in the past, and if you get to a topic that you're stuck on, the first thing I would encourage you to do, if you're still stuck after reading the explanation and all that, is look and see if I've made a video for it. If not, I'd be happy to make one for you, but I'd also be happy to meet with you in Zoom if you just want to work it out together. So that, I think, about covers it. If you have any questions or if you need any help with anything, please get a hold of me. I'm looking forward to a great semester with you guys. Thanks.